Welcome back, and I hope you had absolutely a wonderful, tremendous, great kind of a day. The story that we're in the middle of, I think this is like the third night on this story. It goes on and on. It took place on a Thursday night, and it was the last week of Jesus' life. And there was this party that Jesus was throwing for Passover, and a lot of stuff happened there. Have you ever been to a party where there was a lot going on? You know, like a birthday party, and the cake is being cut, but they're over in the corner. Two of your friends are playing with a matchbox car or something, and over here is somebody who's trying to remember where they left your birthday present, and over here is, you know, somebody that just spilled their Kool-Aid all over their shirt and they're crying. You know, all sorts of things going on all at the same time. Well, this meal was kind of like that. Not with those things, but that there was a lot going on with a lot of people, and some people didn't even know what was happening, but Jesus had an idea what was going on. He started telling everybody a few things. He knew that he didn't have a lot of time left to be with them, and there were things that he wanted to tell them. He spent a lot of time at the meal telling them that God would send the Holy Spirit to be with them, and that the time would come when they wouldn't see him like they saw him at that meal. Here's a picture. You can see he's there with his friends, and the time would come when they wouldn't see him right like that. And he wanted them to know that that didn't mean that he wasn't right there with them. And he said, don't let your hearts be troubled. Don't get worried. Don't get upset. He said, you believe in God, and you can believe in me too. He said, if you don't see me for a while, you'll see me again. But one thing you need to know is that while I'm away, one thing I'm doing is I'm preparing a place for you. That in God's house, there are a lot of places to live. There's room for everybody. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure there's room for you for when the time comes, and you'll be with me always. Imagine that. Imagine, a party, somebody's always got to leave, right? Their father's at the door and says, come on, time to go. Or their older sister's just got her driver's license and she's all excited and says, come on, I want to take you away. Or it's just time to go, and the party breaks up. Jesus said there'd be a time when we'd all be with him and the party would never end. We call that heaven, being with him and having a good time and just being glad to be together in a way that doesn't end. And at that last meal, Jesus made sure that we knew about that. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it weren't so, would I tell you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I prepare a place for you, I'll come again and I'll take you to myself, so that where I am, you can be there too. And he said that he would be the way to get there. And that's a great thing. And it was one of the most important things he said at that meal. And he said a lot of things that were important. And it's important for us now to remember that no matter what, even if we don't see Jesus, he's with us. And even if we're worried about what happens to us or to the people we love, Jesus takes care of us all and has a place for us all. And even when we lose somebody, doesn't mean it's forever. But we'll see them again. And so, the party continued. We'll get back to another aspect of it, another side of it, another part of it tomorrow night, okay? For now, good night.